So in 2023, the Usos are now, in a lot of ways, individual characters in what many consider, myself included, one of the greatest angles in the history of wrestling. The Bloodline, Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns, Jey Uso has a big role in that as well. I know you don't watch wrestling, watch wrestling, but have you seen any of the character work by Jey over the last couple of years, Jimmy, and this Bloodline feud heading into WrestleMania 2023?
Yeah, I've seen all the clips and stuff online. I haven't sat down and watched a WWE show in a very, very long time. Again, not because I don't want to, just because I'm trying to make up for lost time with my family that I didn't have for the first, 5 years of Finley's life. And then before that with Maria, even before I made it to WWE, I was working 3 jobs. I've told that before, and going to school. And so we rarely got time. So since I've been in AEW, I've been trying to make up for lost time. So I don't really get to watch the shows very much, but I've seen all the clips online and all the GIFs or the posts. And that's what I mean. When I talked about my top dream matches of 2023 and those guys being there, maybe the top of the list, it's because we have I feel that Usos and FTR have paralleled each other as far as character work, rising the ranks, becoming all-time greats, and completely changing who we were just a few years prior. And so I think that there is more money than ever to be made with those guys now. And I think that we know our limits as who we are in the ring. And I think they know their limits as who they are in the ring. Like, there's no reason to try to do a shooting star press, because that's not who we are. We're fighters, and so that's the watching their ascension and ours all happening at the same time, and their character work just shooting through the roof. That's what excites me.
There's a lot of from Twitter about them as singles now, because they've done such a good job of what's impossible, differentiating these twins. Do you feel like either or both could have a singles career near the top of the card with Roman, maybe against Roman at some point?
Yeah, I mean, those two guys are so talented, they could do whatever they wanted to do. They're made for the wrestling business. They were born and bred into wrestling. Incredible athletes, good human beings on top of that. And as far as characters and speaking, they're great at that too. So whatever they wanted to do, it's just hard when you've been predominantly featured in a tag team. It's always going to be harder to disassociate yourself from the tag team partner. And if you try too hard to disassociate yourself from the tag team partner, that makes it even harder, because the people say, "Oh, we see what's going on here," So it's one of those things that I feel that it has to organically just happen. I like, for example, for me in 2022, it just organically happened that I started to grow a little bit as a singles performer. Not saying that I wanted to, but that's just what happened. Right. That's where the chips fell for us. Or is it chips fell? Cards fell?
Yeah,
whatever that saying is.
Fall,
okay,
fall.
There we go. Yeah. But it's got to organically happen. And I think they're so talented it could.